What's up, team? This is Crypto Dose bringing you back to this cryptocurrency video. So in today's video, we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin. We're also going to be having a look at Kadena. Kadena is still one of my favorite coins. I don't tweet about it a lot. I don't talk about it a lot as much, but it's still one of my biggest bags. I'm going to keep accumulating Kadena. I'm going to keep dollar costing average. We're also going to be having a look at Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin's king. There's no question. Guys, Bitcoin is, before I get into Kadena, Bitcoin is sort of reversing right now. We're still in a bear market. I don't know why a lot of people are trying to pump it and everyone's hype. Everyone's going and showing their leverage trade, 30x, 40x, that they made money. Guys, Bitcoin, you're going to get burned like this. If you keep holding in 30x leverage, you're going to get burned. Bitcoin is, as you guys can see, we're sort of getting tired over here. We're switching. And as you guys can see, we had a massive dump right now. We took essentially 4 days worth of gains right here. And we just dumped it in a couple of hours, which is interesting. So this is why we have to be careful during this times. A lot of people need to, essentially have a little bit of a reality check, essentially, and see where we're going. We just broke an important support level right here. The question is, where can we be going? Well, this is another level we could be having a look at. The question is are we going to have this nice little consolidation phase like we had to the top before we broke down right here? Are we going to have that phase again? Very, very possible, guys. And if I show you on the daily time frame and I pull the exponential moving average, and I'm going to explain to you guys how this makes a lot of sense in just a second, because a lot of people don't understand what I was trying to say in my last video. But we had a dump right here. We consolidated, okay? We had another dump. We consolidated. Another dump. Can we have another consolidation? I've been calling this consolidation phase for some time. I said that we most likely will stay around this region before dumping again. And the reason why is because of the RSI, guys. The RSI, we are overbought. We are oversold. Sorry. We know anything that's below 30 is oversold. And as you guys can see right here, when we were in this area right here back in when it was from May 12 all the way till June 7th, we were actually increasing on the RSI. Okay, so it was sort of a relief bounce. And a lot of people thought this was it. And I'm like, no. Bitcoin is just, it's just pulling back. The same way when we go up, we're going to have correction. And then go back up. It's the same way when we go down, we're going to have correction and consolidation before going back down again. So this is exactly what is happening. It's nothing new, nothing crazy. We're still in a bear market. We got a recession coming up soon, July 7th on paper officially. So this is why people need to essentially calm down, relax, and that's about it. But going back to the EMA ribbon, guys, we are still below the EMA ribbon, as you guys can see right here. If I remove the drawing real quick, ever since we broke right here on April 7th, 2022, we've been below the exponential moving average, and we haven't been able to break above it. In my opinion, I don't see myself being bullish until we break above the EMA ribbon. It's going to take some time. And that's not even just the EMA ribbon on the daily time frame. It's also the weekly time frame. We know the weekly time frame plays a big part in this. I don't think I'm going to be bullish again until we break the EMA ribbon on the weekly. That's going to take some time. I'm not going to lie. That's going to take some time to essentially come back up and essentially, that's a 92% gain, and come back up and break above these EMA ribbons. That's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in 2 weeks. It's not going to happen in 2 months. It's going to take some time. The same way we saw it right here. Look at that. We saw it right here. We saw a nice little pump, dump, and then we're just consolidating. So this can happen, okay? After we break above it, which took some time. We were in this bear market, as you guys can see, from June 4th, 2018, all the way almost a year, guys. We were below the EMA ribbon for almost a year, and then we popped back up, and then we went sideways until, of course, we could have gone, we could have pumped higher, but this was the COVID thing happening right here. And then after that, once the COVID thought happened, and everyone saw there was inflation and everything, people thought that Bitcoin was essentially a proof of store of value. They started buying Bitcoin, and this held us, guys, throughout this whole bear market. Ever since we broke above April 2020, we came back, retested, came back, retested, came back, retested, came back, retested, came back. This was a support, guys. Came back up, retested, came back up. This was a nice little bearish divergence we had on the RSI, something like that, and then came back down. Now, the second we broke below the EMA ribbon, we came back up, had a nice little dead cat bounce right here. This was a dead cat bounce, and then crashed back down again. So this is what people don't understand. We're going to need to have essentially that. I'm not saying it's going to happen exactly like that, like we saw in 2020, 2019. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but in order for me to be bullish again, we're definitely going to need to see the charts, the candles being above the exponential moving average. Of course, there's other things like fundamentals and whatnot that we have to keep an eye on, but technical analysis does help with that. Having a look at KDA, guys, Kadena is definitely one of my favorite coins out there. I'm not going to lie. This was from my last TA. Where's Kadena going? First of all, I don't think I'm going to look at a Kadena. I don't think I'm going to do a Kadena technical analysis, but I just want to have an update. We're trading at $1.65, okay? The volume is sitting at approximately under 6%, so 0.58, and we have a circulating supply of 184. Volume is up 3.5%. Okay, not so bad, and the market cap is sitting at $305 million, guys. $305 million is very, very low. For those of you guys who don't know Kadena, it is a proof of work coin. I know most of you guys do know it, but this coin, in my opinion, is here to stay. I don't like proof of stake coins. I think proof of stake is the biggest scam held by VCs. We are currently ranked 98. We got almost a quarter. We have over a quarter million people on here. So in the last 7 days, what are we seeing? We saw a little bit of sideways action right here. This was a nice, beautiful double top peaking at 1.85 and then came back down. This was a double top. If we have a look on the monthly time frame in the past 30 days, nothing too crazy. We had a nice little increase right here. Of course, that was May 31st and then just dumped back down. And now we're just consolidating again, guys. Nothing too crazy. We are crashing. We are still in a bear market. We are still bearish. And until Bitcoin flips bullish, which I don't think it will be till 2023 or until the Federal Reserve essentially raise interest rate, I don't think that that we're going to see a run. But someone here says, KDA, what's your price prediction for the Kadena next bull run, guys? My price prediction for the next bull run in 2024, 2025, I think the peak will be at 2025. Most likely, we will see Kadena at anywhere between $100 to $200, anywhere between that region, if anything, if things are still the way it is right now and developers don't give up. We know a lot of projects where, you know, keeping a company, guys, it's not easy. I'll just say it like that. It's not easy, any kind of company, okay? And a coin, and when you have a lot of stress and, you know, people, a lot of FUD happening, people are like, oh, one announcement, one this, one KDEX, one that, and then it starts spreading FUD. It's, you know, it's very demotivating. So it's important to understand these little things. I don't think Kadena, that's the case. I think the founders and the team is willing to work, willing to put in the, you know, the effort to essentially bring this to a billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar market cap, which is very, very possible. But guys, 304 million is still very cheap. I'm going to keep accumulating, and let's do some calculations real quick, okay? I'm getting $2,000 by the end of the month on the side, not from my salary, on the side, okay? I could put in literally that into Kadena at 1.65, and this is not to brag at all, okay? More people would make way more than that. That's 1,212 Kadenas, okay? Now, 1,212 Kadenas a few months ago was literally $30,000. So do you guys understand like how crazy this is? Like, a lot of people don't understand how crazy dollar costing average and buying the dip and accumulating is important, because assuming you get 12 right here and this thing goes to $80, which is very, very doable. That's 100K. Now, assuming you do that every month, okay, every freaking month for the next year, you could do that times 12 and you're gonna get $1.1 million, guys, if you do that every month. If you keep putting $2,500, $2,000, $1,500 every month. Now, assuming a Kadena does drop, okay, we're most likely going to see Bitcoin go back below 12,000, in my opinion, not financial advice. You guys do whatever you want, okay? Assuming Kadena goes to, let's say, a little bit, okay, 70 cents, a little bit under $1, that's 2,857. Assuming you do that at an average price, you do that for 5-6 months, okay? Guys, that's 14,000 Kadenas, okay? Assuming this thing goes to $45, not even $100, okay? $45 is, in my opinion, very doable, not financial advice. Guys, look at that, $642,857 accumulating for 5 months. If you do that, okay, for literally a year and a half, and you keep accumulating when it goes up, you will see, because people will buy Kadena when it's literally $100. People will buy it. They will put up $1,000 divided by 100, and they will get 10 KDAs while you're sitting on a fat stack of $14,000. It's up to you. Do you have patience? Are you diamond hand? Are you a paper hand? Do you know about the technology? Did you read enough into the technology? Do you know what Kadena does? It's all up to you guys at the end of the day. Anyways, this is my video on KD. If you guys like this video, of course, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.